y'all wasn't waiting too long. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey y'all, it's another moment we're getting ready to experience. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Where have y'all been? Like honestly, where have y'all been? Where have y'all been? Ooh, we started out with number one. Oh, I am changing growth being the first card that come out being number one. Hey y'all. Welcome back. So we're getting ready to get into another glip of reality imbalance. Where's the power oracle reading? Yes. Somebody's walking by with a green shirt. And there they go. Okay, we're not going to allow for people to let's make sure our doors are locked. All doors are locked. Okay, you're walking back. Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Hey y'all, hey, welcome back y'all to another Reality Imbalance Words of Power Oracle reading. So, my name is Shawnee Janelle. Reality Imbalance is the platform. Alrighty, realityimbalance.com if you want to book an oracle reading or if you want to book a voodoo tarot reading, go to my website, realityimbalance.com. So you already know why we're here, judging by the title. Okay, I'm just going to look behind me one more time. He's coming back again. Interesting. Oh, and there's little duckies and your mommy. Little duckies and your mommies are here too. Oh, they're going to go by so fast. I might not be able to see them. Oh, look at that. The little mommy and then the little ducky, the little mommy. They're trying to hide by the car. They're trying to get by the car, trying to hide. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be seen like that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we have the Leprechaun Factory. So the one thing about being outside in the elements is being able to adapt and not allow anything except for its nature that's so beautiful, right, to pay attention to. Anything else, just ignore it. Nature outside is always beautiful. So we saw the mother and we saw the duckies outside. Yay. I hope y'all saw it. Anyway, that kind of made me a little bit more grounded. Okay, so it is Saturday. Any other day, just like any other moment, we give thanks and gratitude. We give thanks and gratitude for this breath of life. Okay, now you may or may not know this, that one of my goals is to elevate and educate individuals to operate from the highest aspects of yourself, okay, by lifting your spirits. Alrighty, so that's why we're here to do this Words of Power Oracle reading, because we're getting ready to discover some shadow codes, right? The things, those words of power, those inspirations that is right there in front of you, behind you, that's going on in the background, in the foreground of your highest self, okay? The highest aspects of yourself, all right? Words of power. So this is where they're coming from. They're coming from your highest aspects, your highest sources. All righty, y'all. Ashe. Gratitude. Thank you. All of the goodness. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Ra. Everything that's high, we give thanks and gratitude, y'all. Don't forget to like the stream. So we're getting ready to get into an oracle reading. We got 54 words of power. All these cards, right? The first card had already came out. Okay, I am change and growth. We're just going to leave that right there as being the first oracle reading. Other than that, y'all, hey, Hisela, you what? Give me a shadow, please. Shadow, hey, Hisela. Sorry about that. Tell Cancer you have it. It doesn't have you. You know what I mean? Change if you can, if you may, if you're in the spirit, the highest spirit, you're operating from yourself, Hisela. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Try to change the wording of you have Cancer. No matter what, you are going to come out on top, no matter what, because this life is nothing but a dream empty way. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how one progresses in their life, if they have a diagnosis or not, you still are expanding, you're spiritually experiencing your life at the highest elevating moment, at your highest ability when you can, you know what I'm saying? As much as you can. You are the operator of your body, your temple. You are the highest sources. Gratitude. So I send you positive energy and I send you grounded energy, my dear. Mm-hmm. Very much different people. We're just gonna keep going, y'all, because I like the color green, right? So if there's anything around us in the brightest motherfucking color green, I'm like, okay, that might be safety. If there was like a red or something color circulating around her, I'm like, wait a minute, why this red shirt is circulating around her all the time? But it's the green shirt. Now they have walked off. Because I was thinking about leprechauns and Irishmen and shit earlier, so I'm pretty sure there's Irish leprechaun ancestry old guy over here who's looking at the pond. But anyway, be the change and growth. I don't know what that language is. Is that Russian? How you doing? Hashitashe. 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 Is that Japanese? Hashitashe. I am change and growth, being the first card, number one, in this Words of Power Oracle reading. So like I said, we have 54. Let's continue to flip through. I like that card being the first one, operating as I am. The first card is operating as I am, change and growth. And that's where I was getting those words from, as you changing the wording, not allowing so-called negative wording or display to lower your vibration in any long enduring way, to continue to lower your frequency, because even after one transcend, after this lifetime, you're going to carry that frequency that you have now. This is just what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to y'all when I cross those roads again, perhaps. But I feel like the frequency and the energy that an individual carries, especially a group of people who have the same like mind, when they will transform, meaning when they die, when they're deceased, or however, pass away, you know what I'm saying? Getting buried, set on fire, transforming, elevating, expanding. That frequency carries on, even if the body is not here, even like in the presence of a space or a presence in a genetic that's just passed on, or you could be operating in that same space in the same frequency, what matter what higher source or power or thing that is going to take you to this next level, you know what I'm saying, after you get rid of this body, you know what I'm saying, the frequency that you're holding now. That's why so many people are always still, since the beginning of time, have been talking about your aura, your chakras, okay, grounding and expanding and elevating the frequencies within you, okay, around you. Those same frequencies are operating in your bodily organs and your functions as well, the frequencies around you. That's why studies are so prominent today, or when they talking about your health, it is your environment is the number one indicator, a predictor, even over your genetic frequency. It's your environment that controls your frequency, that controls your mental altitude, your emotional, and your spiritual essence of yourself. It's your environment, okay? Because if you can override genetic high blood pressure, high cholesterol, right, from your from your genes, what about your environment? How are you operating and communicating with where you are, where you're living, how you feel, and all that as well. So I say all that as this being the operator, as changing the frequency, as I am the change and growth, depending on who you are and your frequency, but know that never to stay in the low vibrational frequencies for long at all, because we are surrounded by frequencies to lower our frequencies intentionally, right? So be around things that are uplifting as much as possible, even if you have to take a nap and go to bed, you know what I'm saying, go to sleep, but get some rest. I am valued. So the higher source, higher being is letting everybody know, the collective, that you are valued. I find that this card comes out. So we both have The pollen is like 100%. So I have a lot of drainage, which is annoying. We both have single digits. So this is the first card, the number one card affirmation that I developed, right? The number one, I am changing growth, was the first card that came out. The second card is 50, okay, which we are just eliminating the zero, right? It does have a reference, it does have a power. The zero is going to hold for standing in a beginning setting here, and this 5 is standing as this change, right? This change of understanding and knowing where your value lies, as above so below, and in all directions, not just up and down. Not just up and down, not just linear, not just side to side, horizontal, but I like to go within all different forms of frequencies of having value. Go outside the crossroads. We can go outside. Maybe only as Geminis can go outside the crossroads. We can turn up and turn down as much and often as possible. That's how we can see different frequencies, different angles, always different directions. I'm gonna change in here. Oh, adapt, change, adapt. Also, okay, so being valued is not only from the spiritual heavens. I don't, believe so. Is more than that operational frequency outside of a linear frequency of having value. So I am value here, being this 5 is this newness of this change here, okay, of valuing yourself. All forms of yourself has a greater purpose here in your value, okay? Yeah, we understand the cosmos is operating for us. We're operating off of the cosmos. Gratitude, thank you, we give thanks. But I can also be operating from a whole other different dimension, you know what I'm saying, and graduating somewhere and expanding somewhere also. Somewhere else, expanding. I'm valued over there also. My value is valued in all places, and this is like a higher form of thought. Okay, way surpass ego. This is so much grounding. Yeah, anyway, let's go on. So you are valued, you guys, and that you are the number one operator here. I am change and growth. Understand that your value is everywhere, no matter if it seems like you have to validate yourself. Honestly, that's probably what I wanted to get to, is that you necessarily have to validate yourself, period, no matter where you are and how you feel like you're living, high or low. You always validating yourself first and foremost, and getting validation from the outside by mistake is like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, I already knew that, but yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you, gratitude. I already knew that, but thank you, gratitude. I can trust my relationships is the third card, being number 6. I think somebody was talking about relationships the other day, and it was the same feeling and knowing that I have about relationships is when you trust your relationships, you trust yourself as the I am, taking way surpass accountability, but being aware of the relationships that you are involved in and the relationships that you don't want to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you trust your relationships here in this season, in the 6 balance, okay? You trust it because you have trust in yourself. You are trustworthy. You have trust in yourself. You are trustworthy. And people know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. I gotta like be snorting my nose and shit. Shit is weird. Hold on. So you trust yourself, honestly, when you get into relationships, when you step outside of yourself and when you want to listen to other conversations, you trust that yourself that you're not going to be triggered. Okay. You trust your relationships. These new relationships that are forming here is because of who you are, of yourself. You don't trust a person, but you trust yourself. But I trust myself, but I don't trust that person. But I trust myself, but I don't trust that person. You decide, right? Trust yourself. All right. I can trust my relationships. Gratitude. So that's number 6. We have number 1, number 5, and number 6. What else are we saying about this new change in growth? Because relationship comes up with number 3 here. And with 6, we have the Trinity on both sides, on 2 levels, on 2 columns, working out here. But we started out as I am change and I am growth. Within every aspect of your change and growth, you have value. If you're still breathing, you're here. There's value, right? So I am moving forward here, right? Being number 11. Next card, I am moving forward, being another 11, another I am 1 operation here. Moving forward, recognize is not a 2 or any number that we had to like solidify to be number 2. This is 47 with moving forward. I am moving forward. I am aware. I am moving forward because I have the capability of moving forward. So we have 2 operations of forces, like a fire, mainly of 2 of petrol, 2 of action, 2 of movements that's just moving you forward. Okay, here in this presence of I am, you as the individual. Now I can say that this could be like a linear opposition here, or a linear connection here, with up and down, left and right, with the I am here in 11. You can also look at the 11 too as like this huge multiverse of like twins in different dimensions, right? Working and operating together as well. There's a lot of different ways to look at 11. But I never look at this 11 as 2. I always look at ones as I am, as the first foremost. Like when it says there was a word, I don't get into any Bible verses respectfully of any of that. Okay. But before there was a word, there was I am. There was the presence. There was the presence of I am. It was the awareness of I am. So within this 11 field here, I am moving. I am forward. I am forward moving. I am moving forward. Operations with I am twice here, okay, of I am. Okay, the interconnectedness of the external and the internal of moving, okay, forward, forward on a path, okay. What's the forward direction? Okay, you decide where that forward direction here. Forward direction is always like a linear path, a straightaway path, right? A straightaway journey. You know what I'm saying? They've operated in forward in space in different angles, but for us mentally, by walking with our feet, we always want to walk straight. We hardly ever walk diagonal or walk zigzag or any of that shit. You ever ask yourself why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was weird. I'll have to come back to that thought later. Later on at some nighttime weird rabbit hole shit. Anyway, so 11, 11, or even just this 11 here, the presence of 1, 1 is I am moving forward. I am forward. I am forward moving. But still, the huge I am is here, is the biggest operator, right? Gratitude. Just a reminder, I can trust my relationships, right? This is number 6, is because I trust myself. And 6 here, 6 is that Trinity in 2 columns, is what I like to say here. It's the Trinity in 2 columns. It's like, how much can one develop themselves? So much, so infinitely. Group people individually can develop themselves, not on just this linear form, but like on so many multi-level form. And sometimes people, when they walk upstairs, or when they have the ability to, and they can skip stairs, right? You know what I'm saying? Some people don't just be walking upstairs, they be skipping stairs. Sometimes I'll be skipping steps, walking up, skipping 2 steps, you know what I'm saying? Right on time. Why walk 1 step at a time? So there's many way of leveling and expanding, going outside of like some linear type of thought frame. Okay. So yeah, that 6 is crazy when you have 3 divine entries, 3 divine they're like refurbishment. I don't know, 3 divine stars, 3 divine operator, 3 divine beings, right? On 2 columns that's like operating here. It's like, okay. Y'all know what the Holy Trinity is and all what that is about. So just imagine 2 columns of a person, an individual, have, 6 of those so called. But one column is polished and the other column is polished as well, if that makes any sense. But it's in complete awareness of the I am, change and growth, which is expanding infinitely, moving forward and knowing where your value lies. This is the newness here with the 0 and 5, that you are value. You are valued. You are valued. Know that you are valued. Don't be letting people bring you down, talk you down, lower you down. Don't do it. Don't allow people to be the operator of your life, of your circumstances. And some people already have that effect and they have put labels on. I'm gonna stop flipping the cards because I don't want this to go through the cards. realityimbalance.com realityimbalance.com. So they like individuals. Obviously, there's always been like this power and control climate, ever since man found technology, or even prior, before technology, to suppress other human women, insects, all of that. There's always been kind of like that power demand kind of thing, but more for like a spiritual understanding of a teaching of how not to act, basically. Oh shit, that's the fucking second. Okay. That was kind of loud. That was loud. Did y'all hear that? I had a tree break my windshield before. Not over here where I am, but somewhere completely different. A whole big ass tree trunk was on my windshield and cracked my fucking windshield. That sounded like that was a dent on top of my car. That definitely was loud, and it sounded like a dent. Oh my goodness gracious. That's what happens when people don't cut dead trees and keep up with like their landscaping and shit. Because when the weather changes, that's why insurance and everything's going up. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my story and I'll get out and look at because this vehicle is pretty much built to like drive in the wilderness in the forest anyway, besides the windshield. But that was kind of big, and the branch is right over here. Here, let me show you the branch. But it bounced off, so maybe like the point, and it stood right up right there. It stood up right there. It looks a lot. That's a whole tree branch that fell off, and I feel like it tried to sparrow my car. Mm-hmm. Anyway, if y'all still here, if not, I know y'all be back. Anyway, thank y'all for watching and thumbs up the video. So what I was getting ready to say is that we suppress ourselves so much, or each other so much, though, that we have like these names and terminology for suppressing one another, right? It's all categorized now. It's all very boxed and framed and modeled after on how we individually suppress one another. And y'all know what I'm talking about, because every year these words slip out into the natural real world that comes from psychology and psychiatry. These forms of words are these whole diagnoses, right, that only a doctor can diagnose people with. They leak out to the natural world, and people start using these terms very fucking loosely, like cat and dog and shit. So like even like the word narcissism, people is like this whole beast, this whole demon. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm sorry. We're keeping it positive. But once we start making these words and these terminologies real within us and really attaching it, and they have this whole universalism now on this particular phrase and this frequency attached to it. So now you have several different, they're saying motherfucking demons. I mean, it's just what it is, what it is. I mean, okay, judge it however you want. Low vibrational, low vibrational, low vibrational, low vibrational, low vibrational frequency attached to this word, infinitely expanding over lifetimes, which is data collection, this word. So how we transform and how we think of these things that's packaged and given to us, it also has its own legs and life forms as well. But here we like to flip the script, like John Witherspoon's like, gotta flip, gotta learn how to flip, gotta learn how to flip, you gotta learn how to flip the skip, gotta learn how to flip the skip, gotta know how to coordinate. Like how I got my pink belt on, you know, man. My pink belt and my jacket on, you gotta know how to coordinate. You gotta know how to coordinate on you. You gotta know how to adapt, work within, you gotta know how to coordinate on these Don't let them lower your vibrations. Don't let them lower your frequency. Ultimately, people talk to me and it's like, okay, some people you just can't. It's already framed. It's already depicted in their aura. It's already embedded within them. And it's already live and it's already written, and there's nothing you can do. All you can do is just save you. And I cannot wait to work out either. Okay, I know that's right. Yes, I have talents. Another number 5, 41. 41, y'all see that? Another number 5. So this is the second number 5. So not only are you valued because you have talents. Don't think it's just me that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the collective energy frequency. This is what's coming through as the shadow dark code of the highest energetic fluency that's going on right now. Okay, everyone has talents. Everyone. So don't try to say that you don't. Okay, don't be afraid. At least you know what that might be. Everyone has some form of talent, and I always talk about our talents are our unique experiences, or just what makes us unique, period. And it's not all about like a Leo. Not all Leos like to be seen and shown, actually like to stand out. Not all of them, but some of them do, right? But I'm going to lean on the some of them that do. So it's not like a Leo that's like, oh man, look at me, you know, I'm happy to be around. I like to surround myself around a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I'm fire, you know what I'm saying? Let me shine down on you, you know what I'm saying? Let me come take care of you. Oh, maybe that's only Leo I know. So having talents is knowing that you were born with uniqueness that an individual or a collective or society has yet to suppress, have yet, most likely will never suppress. Okay. Sometimes it takes people moments, lifetimes, to their old, middle age, okay, for their talents to be developed. Excuse me. So hold on to your talents. Hold on to the high frequencies that we speak of here. The high, I don't know why they want to keep saying high echelon, the upper room. The upper room. Oh my God, no. Now they want to sing. See, I've been already saying this little light of mine I won't let shine. We say that we used to say that all the time. Now they want to come back, you know what I'm saying, and use it as a reference. Okay, duh, we used to say that in the beginning of Words of Power, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, now I feel like it may be a little bit oversaturated, so we're going to wait about 10 more years before we start singing this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, we're going to make up our own little lights. Okay. Got to. I have talents, all right? If you have lights, let it shine. Okay, let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. You have talents. Do not let anyone or anything suppress who you are. You know what I'm saying? you want to go back to school, go back to school. There's people every day. There's old people who still graduate from, you know what I'm saying? They went back and they got great grandkids and they ain't getting degrees. I don't know why these 80, 90-year-olds out here be going back to school, but hey, they want to go back. They want to learn too. They still want to learn too. They still have the capability to learn too. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Run them over. Walk by them fast. They don't care. They still gonna get them some education. I deserve to be loved. 43. Number 7. So now we're operating on that love frequency. Oh God, who is pulling up? So now we're operating from the absolute love frequency of people looking upon you. Okay, maybe the elders are looking upon you, nature, the squirrels, birds are all looking upon you, because you are in this natural glory, you're in this natural light, you're in this natural instance of yourself. Okay, so they're like, oh my goodness, let's attach some love frequency. Oh my God, they look like they're such, a good being. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come and hang out with you. I'm gonna come sit next to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come stand next to you. I'm gonna come be next to you. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna text you. You deserve to be loved. Okay, it doesn't say you deserve to be, not there was like seeing, my family, they speak how it is, and I'll be like thinking, because I'm a Gemini, like, but you deserve to be seen, you deserve to feel externals, right? External things that are outside of you, standing next to you, being close to you, being around you, being near you, giving you lots of gratitude and resonance. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Even if people just come and stand next to you or just come and chat with you, or you notice that nature and birds want to be close to you. Okay. Or we can go down to the humanly sense where you're out in the world, or even with your family within, are just giving you compassion and giving you love, giving you empathy, because you are in deserving. It's like you are the dessert. They're lucky that you are around. They give you gratitude by standing next to you, by being next to you, by talking to you, having a conversation with you, by wanting to reach out and helping you in gratitude, or just, you know what I'm saying, want to just be in your presence for just moments, right? They're giving you love and they're giving you attention and they're giving you high vibratory frequency, because think about the opposite end of that. Right. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to be, don't stand next to me, or don't be next to me, or why are you standing so close to me? Why you gotta be all so close to me? Okay, I get that. But imagine a life where there's no connection, where there's no closeness, there's nobody won't be next to you at all. Never. Nobody who never wants to talk to you. Birds, you go outside, they hit you in the face. They ain't fucking with you. Squirrels, they gonna gang jump your mother. They don't like you. Horses, they ever see when they gonna drop kick your ass. They don't like you. You come outside, baby, the sun goes down. Nobody wants to talk to you, hold your hands. Nobody even sees you. Don't ever walk across the street because you're going to get hit by a car. No one is giving you this frequency. Okay, so the opposite of an individual who's magnetic, okay, they can look at it as, oh, okay, yeah, this person wants to be next to me because they are invading my space, or are they wanting some of your energy and your frequency? And are you going to be calm about it? Are you going to live within that acceptance of the frequency that they want to be within the unison of you? Or are you going to be like, why you gotta be next to me? Baby, we be up in the presence, we be in the presence like, oh, hey, have you seen this? Have you tried? You see? Okay, girl. Okay, you need to get over here or something. Oh, you. Oh, okay. Okay, people just want to get you in your frequency. God, girl, two spirit. That's all. You have the operational change to operate that frequency of so-called you thinking it as people are being rude, and naturally they're just like seeing your aura, you're in their own spiritual essence way, and they're next to you, like, and when we get close to you, oh, they're going to reach over you, or they're going to stand next to you, oh, their kids are staring at you, oh, their kids are grabbing on you and shit. It's just you live within that essence in that whole experience. It's like, yeah. Gratitude. Okay. So you deserve to be loved, as this is the external factors of people reaching out. You know what I'm saying? When you walk by shit, you get snagged by a door. You walk into a door, you know what I'm saying? You can't even walk through a space without you tripping or falling or getting snagged on something. Even the furniture items in your area is reaching out for attention, baby. Attention is good. That's what we always say, protect it. We always say that. But attention, gratitude. Gratitude, positive attention. That means that you are an influencer, you are a leader. Okay, you can be looked up to, you are trustworthy, you are reliable. Even if it's for yourself, take care of yourself, because spirit be looking too, like, you know what I'm saying, how disciplined are you on your health, your wellness, this area, that, you know, what areas you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Right. So here, this is the number 7. I deserve to be loved. Reaching out. So don't be thinking that people are in your way and shit, or even if they cut you off in traffic, it's like nobody really cares. If people are in your way, that's just know that because you have the ability to operate the ways, the airways, the frequency. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. So how many cards we got, y'all? It's been a long day. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't know how many of y'all here, but thanks for being here in this randomness. I'm gonna be here for a couple more minutes. Yes, 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 yes. We're enjoying this day for longer because the sun, obviously, is part of my problem. Is like, well, child, you go home. Even if you take a nap, you wake up, the sun is still. I was like, oh man, it does not give nap. Okay, it gives like doing something and being up or doing something. This doesn't give nap. Maybe it's me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chords. We have 6 chords, y'all. We have number 1. Yep. We have number 5. Yep. We have number 7. We have number 6. We have an 11. We have a number 5. So we have 2 number 5s, number 11. So we have 2 number. We have ones that are on top here in this, you know, pattern, and we have 5. So 1 and 5 so far in 6 cards. Okay, all the other ones are just giving you love and grace and a wonderful reminder. So when I do readings for individuals, we look at patterns more deeper than how many numbers are here and there, obviously. But online, I'm letting you know part of the pattern frequency of doing an oracle reading. All right, so 1s and 5s are coming through. So before we get to the next chord, I want y'all to think about what 1s and 5s mean, because these are communication levels for individual. Okay. Call me weird. I've always looked at numbers before I even knew this was like a huge communication thing. Like, oh my God. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was just looking at numbers in different ways just because. I am aware, being number 5. Gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. So number 5 is the frequency. Again, before it was 5 was the frequency. Okay, which was, yeah, about a week ago. Before we did our Voodoo Tarot reading, 5 was the frequency. 5 is still the frequency. We're still in this change. Okay, we're still in this divine change. Okay, we're in this divine experiences of change. Like a snake. That's how you gotta look at it. Like, don't look at it as opposite. Don't make me do the soap opera. Don't let me do the soap opera of a person that's operating from the toddler unchanging. All right. This is the snake operation. I am change. I am change. I'm gonna stop right now before people think I'm really crazy. So I am aware, number 5. So this is the third, number 5. I am aware of the frequency that one carries. I am aware of everything that I have inside of me. I'm aware, I'm aware, I'm aware, I'm aware of the 5 frequency. Dun, dun, dun. So 555 ultimately. So we got 5. We have 5. Mm-hmm. 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 Where's the other 5 at, yo? Oh, and the 5 right here. Sorry, y'all. So the 41, I have talents. So you are aware of the talents within and outside. Never give up ever on your talents, right? And then you have I am valued. I am valued in all directions, in every elevation of expansion. I am valued. I am valued if I'm a crybaby. I am valued if I have passion. I am valued when I'm moving and getting up and breathing, brushing my teeth, changing my diaper. I don't know. I am valued, right? I am valued. I have value. I am still here. I am breathing. You're on this channel. You're operating from the highest sources of yourself. You have value. So be that higher being role model. Let me turn my car off. Be that higher being role model, the highest senses. Okay. That mama papa. That mama papa. That mama papa bear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 5 and the first 5 here ultimately is I am aware. I am aware of my thoughts. I'm aware of how they are creating, the cliche, right? By now, since sometimes people, that's why I don't even be talking about it, because to a point it'd be like, okay, we're so far beyond like cliche, like we know, we understand. There's level of awareness, of understanding, of creating your environment with your mentality, with your mind, with your magic mind. There's multiple levels of understanding that, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. But ultimately we just roll over that like, okay, I'm aware as being the magi, because yes, we are in awareness of being the magi. Step beyond of being that is 5 here. So when there is change, we know that there is more expansion to tap into. Like those yoga stretches and poses, you'd be like, it's tapping into some shit over here and stretching. Yoga is so much fun. I haven't done it like a year and I really would love to. And I still remember some poses. But if you do yoga poses, you'd be like tapping into the frequency back here. You know what I'm saying? Doing that back bending, tapping in the frequency with your leg. You know what I'm saying? You are aware of this change in frequency, and you are aware in your expansion, whatever that may be for you. Okay. Being in the presence of this moment, right? In awareness of this presence of the moment of breathing. I have the capability of talking fast and long. Okay. My lungs. Okay. I have the capability of breathing. I have the capability of not speaking. I have the capability of grounding. I have a capability of tuning in to all things that are going on around, even just with a simple glance. I am in awareness. I am aware, right? I'm aware that there's people all around, you know what I'm saying? I am aware. It's being number 5. So 5 is the frequency, and I believe this is 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? Did we drop a card, y'all? Did we lose it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1. Okay, so we have 7 cards. So we have 3 5s and 1s. So let's put those to the side. Okay, let's put those to the side. I have talents. I am valued. I am aware. Interesting. I am moving forward is the one, and I am changing life. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is unfinished. These three cards here. Oh, as soon as I said that, they were like, message. Yeah, no, they're not. Okay, so they were giving Trinity here with these fives. That's why I said earlier about 555s when I was saying 555. Usually when we see fives, it's 555s. When have you ever just seen, people really don't acknowledge maybe like a 505 or anything like that? And there's no, there is 05 on the clock and 05, and then, seconds after that, right? That's another operation, but there's something divine with the three of fives, right? Excuse me. So the three of fives are also another form of divinity and communication, right? Is what I'm seeing here. Also, I love seeing divinities everywhere. It's everywhere. The power of three operational forces that are just all built on this tripod, this triangle, okay, operating together, leaning on each other, balance, table, okay, highest peak, all operating on their highest forms, although there is the highest top of the form of the pyramid, but they're all high frequencies, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how you let down the ego, that these three operational fields are all working together. Just because one may be higher on the peak and that is seen, that is being influenced, does not mean that it is in control and power and control of any instance. It's always the whole field operation in its divinity, but also in the divinity, all pieces of form within that are in great awareness in their operational divinity stand. Okay. And they all are in awareness in their operational divinity stand. Okay. What have you known? There's a few, right? There's a few, multiple, probably a lot of individuals who are operating all from the same higher frequency and have the same goals, okay, and stick with that, even when there's always change coming about, when there's always a frequency of change on this land in every season, in any moment, the clock is changing, it's ticking, right? We can look at it as, bad or good or however, or gray or whatever, but even within also and outside of the 555, it's the awareness. Each 555s are in awareness, okay, of each of the frequency of this power source that's going on. They all each have value, just as I was saying earlier about like this tripod operational like feel. That's so crazy that they say tripod, because I never said tripod before. I always see pyramids, especially here, obviously. I always see pyramids and the three-dimensional form in other ways. But now when they were saying tripod, I'm like, okay, I just got another image. Okay, because why they're saying tripod? Because there's another operational force in the sky. Obviously, that is the true operation as well as above, so below. So not only do you have the left, right points, right, on a measurable scale, you have the top point, right? But in order for that top point to stay on top and to be top and crisp and cool, right, that peak, there's an operational force above, around it, that's helping it elevate and expand as well there on that motherfucking peak. And that's where the thought process of the image of the tripod came in, because you have the three prongs down here, right? The leg, but then you have, the scope pointing up, right? And then you have this other operational force in this field that you really can't see, that's help keeping everything together. Because if it wasn't for this atmospheric climate that's going on with this trinity, this aura, this higher vibrational frequency, atmosphere won't even be operating, baby. Woo, baby. The atmosphere won't even be operating. Child, you are aware of your talents here, obviously. Woo. I'm talking about talent, y'all. You would just have to tell me what your talents are, and a lot of times we probably can't talk about it, like in front of our family or in front of our friends or anything like that, because they're unless you're going to study, medicine or law or anything that gives back to, which is good. Those are talents as well. But there's, in this society, only certain professionals are uplifted higher because they know what really ultimately promotes the society, okay, is by, these structures, right? And I'm the type who work within these structures. So I understand the talents within and the talents without, but I'm talking about, your raw talents, finding the raw talents. Why do you have to wait till you're old to find your raw talents and start your business? You know what I'm saying? Wait till you're retired to start your business. Why not just start building the foundation through your talents right now, little increments at the time, as much as you want. The more time and frequency you put into those talents, eventually is going to grow on its own time, no matter what, right? But always put your energy towards yourself, your frequency, and your family outside of the structure, right? Entirely putting your whole self and your instance within a structure, even within academia, any form of employment, any form of religion, any form of education, okay, any form of medicine, whatever societal advances that are all structure. Take yourself, the majority out of it, yourself out of it, because it's a whole mind thought process within there. There's only a few who operate outside of those structures. If you know, then I know, you know what I know, then you know what I know. Unless you're working within and you understand when that card comes, okay, because the card came to me, an affirmation come, you understand that you can blossom no matter where you are. And that means you are going to work your operating structures from within, baby, because we all need people to operate and run these structures from within and without. Okay, so you're valued in all instances, in every direction, in this 5 change, right? You are aware that you are the operational force in this change. You are aware of the operational force of you, I am, in this change. Number 5. Another 5 again with 41 is that you have talent. So remember that you have talents, and that not to lower your frequency. Never lower your frequency of your talents, okay? Don't allow people to lower your frequency. Jump back right at it. If there's a next day, if there's a new day, take that as a big advance to and for yourself and your environment. Take that as an advance. Okay. Yesterday might have been like this, or you know what I'm saying, or weeks have been like this, but guess what? I have the operational change of I am within the frequency of yourself. Don't nobody have to know. You don't have to, you gotta tell nobody. The most of I am is the operation of I am within. It's not outside. It's all within. That's where the true, it's not even division, is where the true awareness of the operational division is internal and external, when you can ground both forces, right? Even if you're disabled, you can ground both forces. It's maybe more harder if you are, but in that instance, it's just acceptance, right? Yep, because there is always hope. Being number 11, number 29, there is always hope, right? There's in that acceptance of your body form, your body shape, the so-called disability, your so-called ability. You see how everything is divided and structured as one is greater than the other. Knowing within all those, because there's everybody, is marginalized to a point. Some groups a whole hell a lot more than others, right? We're operating at the instance of I am. And in this 11 message, there is always things being created. There is always good. There is always expanding. There is always great. There is always beautiful. There is always abundance. Always, 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 always. No matter what they tell you on the news, no matter what people bring to you about how this earth is going here and there and blah, 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 blah. There is always help. There is always someone helping somebody. There is always somebody healing. There is always somebody winning something. There is always people laughing. There is always people dancing. There's always people singing somewhere. Tap into that frequency. Tap into that frequency. People who felt that there was no hope but found hope within operating from the highest aspects of themselves, okay? Within their music, within their writing, within their comedic spin, okay? Within building the somebody say church, I don't know. Somebody said church, I didn't say church. Somebody said church. Within that church, I'm sure you can find a whole heap of hope. They built their whole land and nature off of hope and hopelessness. Anyway, but there is always hope. Find a form of those tools, right, that are operational high sources, high instances, okay? Surround yourself with that, not with people being critical and pessimistic about this world. That's their world. Let them experience that. Let them experience that world alone, by themselves. Because are you afraid to experience bliss and weirdness with other people and alone? No, there's always hope, right? Don't listen to those naysayers, pessimist people about it was written, it was spelled, it must be done. Okay, well, baby's been born right now. There's people celebrating something. Somebody's celebrating. Somebody have fun, honey. What are you talking about? What? Okay. Breathing. Tap into the frequency of high frequency. Let's do a couple more cards, y'all. Feel free to like the stream. Like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. Most of these cards have came out before. Let's get a card. Gratitude, spirit, gratitude that we haven't seen before. Let's get a beautiful oracle reading card that we haven't seen before. I am spiritually connected. We've seen this before, but it's okay. Number 3. So here we go. The divinity of 3 here in number 12. I am spiritually connected. Once again, it's something about the 3, the divinity, this field that's operating as well here. Okay, this is the first 3, right? Okay. Okay, I found some. Okay, yeah. So this is the first 3, the 3 5s. Yeah, we had that. But remember the ones that we had in the beginning of the video, y'all? The I am changing growth is the first one. And then we had 47, which was 11. That's 3 too. So that's 3 as well. So we have 3 operating here. In divinity, okay, and here is the official, well, not the official, we have to solidify it, but it's still a very great presence when we're talking about I am spiritually connected. See what I mean? Now I talk like my mom, she talk fast. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? See that shit? See what I mean? I am spiritually connected, y'all, being number 3, the 3, operational divinity. Mother, son, child, father, mother, star. Okay, whatever. Smokestack Sammy. However you want to put it. The power of 3. Those 3 women that was in the movie too. Okay, they had their own operational field too. Okay, the power of 3, but they show the masculine trinity more often, but they show the feminine fluidity as well. And they had that trinity as well in the movie. So the power of 3, you know what I'm saying? That came out the most in the screen was the stacks, the smoke, and Sammy, right? Sammy's on top. I don't care what y'all said. Sammy was on top of the pyramid in the power three. We got stacks on the left and right. We have stacks and smokes. Boom! That's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking insane. They said they have stacks on the left and right, and they were twins. So stacks both were operating on the left and right side of the bottom of the pyramid. That's funny. But Sammy, all he had to do was just act and follow the light. Follow the light. He let his light shine. He let his light shine. Okay? That's why he's on top of the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was just operating on himself, what he known to be. He tried the religiosity, but he just loved the sound of music. Okay? Nobody got on that woman when she made that movie, The Sound of Music. Nobody said that she was operating on demon time. They had a whole movie called Sound of Music. And all Sammy doing was operating from the highest aspects of himself. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about he was on demon time. Okay, so there goes the Holy Trinity. I got a couple more seconds left on here, y'all. And yay! So not only are we in the 5 change era that's occurring right now, but we still are operating from the Magi I am, y'all. Okay. Yes. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to check out my website, realityimbalance.com. I know it's another lovely moment and day that we're having here, though, right? So what one way we can operate from the divine instance of ourselves, okay? Always having moral values in the form of Trinity, okay? Not being influenced too high and not being influenced low above grounding, above the level of grounding here, okay? Never, as much as you can, right? Go below the level of grounding, okay? Being able to operate from all fields of that Trinity, okay, in that force. And knowing that we in this season always of change, always being influenced by change here, that you are the highest operator, okay? You are in awareness because you are operating this change for yourself. You are operating this change for yourself. This is how one can become accountable, right? Gratitude. Operate from the senses of I am. Sorry, y'all. Operate from the senses of I am, okay, in the presence of I am, in this great change. And everything that we do in the dark will always come to the light, baby. All of our force fields of our thoughts that are promoting us to this day, that is bringing this change and this action, it's the same subconscious that's getting replayed over in one's mind in one individual, okay, in groups already. So whatever is being replayed like a recorder, like an unconscious recorder in your mind, is how this lifespan is turning out for oneself. So whatever is done in the dark will definitely come to light. Realityimbalance.com if you want a reading. Thank y'all for being here, listening to my randomness. My name is Shawnee Janelle, and realityimbalance.com is my platform. Yes, y'all. I'm gonna go hang out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and work out. Yes, I didn't work out the other. Yeah, I did. I didn't work out yesterday, but I'm gonna go work out. I have to go hang out for a little bit. Damn well, I should be writing my papers. Like 45 papers to write. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.